USC beat Nebraska 21-17. This game felt like I was watching Army-Navy. Neither team could have much success throwing the football. The ground game was the main catalyst for how both teams were able to move the ball offensively. And with the injury to Dylan Raiola midway through the third quarter, it made life easier for USC and their defense because Dylan Raiola was the best quarterback in this game. Jaden Mayava had the worst game that he's ever going to play. The Jaden Mayava that we saw in this game against Nebraska is not the Jaden Mayava that we're going to see for the rest of this season. I don't know what was up with Jaden Mayava, but he was just off. And the play calling in the first half was just really strange. For some reason, when Lincoln Riley goes on the road, he just forgets how to be a good head coach. We know Lincoln Riley is one of the best offensive minds in college football. We know that he's a great play caller, but when he goes on the road, he just outsmarts himself. King Miller was dominating on the ground for USC, and he should have been the dude who the offense was running through from start to finish. It didn't take until Dylan Raiola getting injured for USC to start taking control of this game. And if Dylan Raiola would have never gotten injured, Nebraska ends up beating USC. Because the difference in a lot of close games in college football this year is quarterback play. And Dylan Raiola was the better quarterback on the field in this game. And when he got injured, you saw Nebraska completely fall apart. Their coaching started becoming incredibly conservative. Nebraska coached this game like they didn't want to lose instead of coaching this game to win. They kick a 52-yard field goal on 4th and 1, which they end up missing. You have to touch push for a reason. Get the biggest, most athletic person on your team behind center and push the dude forward for the first down. There's no excuse for never going for it on 4th and 1. If your team can't pick up 1 yard to keep the drive alive, they don't deserve to be on the field. It's literally 1 freaking yard. You rather put the game in the hands of a field goal kicker, knowing how volatile they are, instead of trusting your big offensive line, trusting Emmett Johnson, who was dominating USC all night long, to get just 1 yard? Matt Rhule's conservative coaching, his scared coaching, got magnified when Dylan Raiola got injured. He just had no confidence in his team. And if Dylan Raiola stays healthy, this is a completely different ball game. Nebraska probably goes for it on that 4th and 1. They probably end up winning this game. But with Dylan Raiola getting injured, hey, it's a game of attrition. It's the next man up. And at the end of the day, guys have to be able to come in there and make plays when their number gets called, and their true freshman backup wasn't able to get it done, and USC took advantage of that. They were able to bottle up their offense because Nebraska's passing attack was no threat at this point, and USC had a lot of stress taken off them offensively because when you have an opposing team that has a quarterback that just is really raw and can't get anything going, then it makes life easier for your offense because you know that you have a larger margin for error. And that's probably why you started to see a change in play calling out of Lincoln Riley. He was like, you know what? We don't need to throw the ball to win this game. We're just going to run the football, and if they stop us, we'll punt it back, we'll play field position, and we'll force Nebraska to drive the length of the field with a true freshman backup quarterback. Matt Rhule left a lot of plays on the table in this game. He coached scared. He coached like he didn't want Nebraska to lose instead of coaching this game like he wanted Nebraska to win. You should never be going for a 52-yard field goal on 4th and 1. It's literally 1 freaking yard. And if you can't pick that up, then you have some major problems that need to be worked out on your offensive line and with your offensive line coach. I'm not going to say that Dylan Raiola's injury is the main reason for USC winning, but there was a little bit of luck involved that they got on their side when Dylan Raiola went down. Because look how much everything changed for Nebraska as far as their offense, their play calling, and how Matt Rhule went about coaching this game. With a healthy Dylan Raiola, I believe we truly see a way different outcome than what we saw tonight. USC, they won the game, and the win is a win no matter how you splice it up, but not all wins are a sign of growth. This was one of those wins that USC just had to get to survive and advance. Are you going to be able to beat Oregon? That's really going to be the big test. Is USC ready to beat a team that has the firepower, the caliber that Oregon does? We will see. Time will tell. But right now, I'm still not really all that encouraged that USC is going to win out and make it into the playoffs. This is one of those wins that I look at and I just say, there was a lot more that could have been done. It was an ugly win. It wasn't the most impressive, and a win is a win either way. But if Dylan Raiola stays healthy, you got to believe that this game probably goes Nebraska's way.